welcome back to my YouTube channel, #MovieBae. I am MovieBae, and in this video, I'm going to be doing a review over Beauty in Black episodes 5 and 6. Do you know my brother? But before we get into it though, I would like for y'all to drop down and hit the subscribe button. Thank you. Because here on MovieBae, I do reviews, reactions, and commentary to movies and television. And if that is the type of content you like, you might as well stick around and hit the subscribe button. And if you find yourself enjoying my commentary along the way, don't be afraid to give me a thumbs up and or drop a comment down below. All right, so I'm not going to hold y'all. I feel like episodes 5 and 6 were definitely the weakest out of the batch that we got. This is when Tyler Perry started getting back in his old ways of Tyler Perrying with pacing and just staying too long on scenes, repeating scenes. It was just really, really annoying. So this might be the shortest recap review, but let's go ahead and get into it. All right, so let's go ahead and get into Kimmy's storyline. So Kimmy is picked up by Body and Delinda, and she's taken to Roy's, all right? Now, because, well, first off, when she gets to Roy, y'all know he does the same little demeaning thing that he does. And I guess, like, at this point, we know why. Because he gets belittled by his own wife, but he really wants to talk to Kimmy because he suspects that she called his wife, and of course she plays dumb to the fact. Let's talk about his erectile dysfunction. What do y'all think is causing that? I personally think it's the booger sugar. That's what I'm thinking. Cause don't that like cause erectile dysfunction? Okay, but yeah, let's move on from them because nothing's really happening there. Meanwhile, Jules has to go pay Body a visit because apparently Body doesn't know how to keep the on a leash. So Jules is thinking, maybe I should replace Kimmy with you since, you know, she running things around here anyways. And of course, Body doesn't like that. Now, in this scene, I ain't gonna hold you though. These episodes 5 and 6, Tyler Perry really got in his like iconic line bag. Even though it was slow and boring, he definitely had some iconic lines. So in the car with Jules and Body, Body thinks that her way to make it up to Jules is by performing on him, right? So he stops her like, ugh, what you doing? Tells her to open her mouth. And he was like, do you think I can't see all that it came up in here? I was like, whoa. Okay. Like, zinger number 1. Zinger number 1. So, of course, now Body is trying to plan and plot on how she can get Kimmy back. You know, kind of like considering like, does she got any family members? She really close with Angel. Let's see what we can do to get her back. All right. Speaking of Angel got a crazy baby mama. Okay, we knew this from Jump Street, but she is so crazy. She starts banging up his car that she signed for because she assumes that he's sleeping with Kimmy. And guess what Kimmy is doing? Sitting there minding her own business. I was like, she is not no real friend. I know they're not really friends. I know they're kind of like in a messed up situation and she blames him for her being in that messed up situation. But I would have at least went outside and be like, girl, you tripping. Ain't nothing going on with us. Like, point blank period. I would have been like, my homegirl passed away and he just came to check on me. Like, that's it. You know what I'm saying? Like, help him out. Help him out a little bit. Okay? So, of course, Angel's kind of like, I'm fed up with this. It ain't fair how you got millionaires walking around here and I can't even get a car in my own name. So this is when they come up with the plot to rob Horace. Let's go ahead and get into the Belleries for this episode. So Mallerie requests Calvin's help to track Roy and his whereabouts. She's really trying to find out who called her phone, who the bitches he been sleeping with. And honestly, it's like, we know she doesn't care, but Mallerie has made it clear. Image is everything. Like, she brought Roy this blog about how like a lawyer found out her husband was cheating on her with a prostitute and all that type of stuff. And she said, I don't want to be a bitch on a blog. So you need to cut it out. Get your ass on a leash. And like I said, we know she doesn't care about Roy, but it's all about image. And we find out throughout this episode as well that they get more shares when his parents pass away if they are married. So they're going to try to stick together for the money. So as we all know, Mallerie has been sleeping with her driver, Calvin, and I really just could care less about that storyline. I'm not even going to hold you. I think it's Calvin. He can't act, and it just takes me out of the whole moment. So Mallerie tells Jillian, her assistant, that I don't want you to ride with me today. And Jillian asks, well, is this something I did? Was this something wrong? And Mallerie just goes into this cussing rant. And then she just started firing this girl up. She said, you smell like old people and mothballs. She told this girl that she smelled like Jim Crow. I said, what? Can somebody smell like a what? Zinger number 2. So as a form of retaliation, Jillian calls herself trying to make a pass at Roy. And this scene was cringy too. Like I said, it was cringy. It took too long. Jillian, I don't know who this lady is, but she cannot act. I hate how she talks. I hate everything about her. She probably really does smell like Jim Crow. I'm just playing. But every scene she is on is cringy. She talks like this. Girl, shut up. Stop talking like that. I don't know what you're trying to do, if that's your real voice, but stop it, okay? Stop it. Oh, and by the way, you cannot use your coochie as revenge. She trying to get revenge on Calvin because they used to date or whatever. She trying to get her revenge on Mallerie for Mallerie treating her dirty. And it's like, girl, life lesson, ladies, you cannot use your coochie as revenge. Let's get over to the brothers, the Belleries brothers. So Norman wants Jules to look into who hit his wife, and Jules is kind of like playing both sides. Like he works for the Belleries family, so it's like Norman wants him to look into who hit his wife, but Jules has already had a dealing with who actually is responsible for it. So he's trying to like play both sides. So Jules goes back and tells Horace that, hey, Norman wants to know who did it. I'm here to tell you now, it was Roy. And I was like, why would you say it was Roy when it wasn't Roy? It was really Mallerie. But I guess out of the sons, Roy is responsible. So, of course, even though Horace does not like his sons, he be damned if he would give his brother the satisfaction of seeing one of his sons go to prison. So Horace wants Jules to handle, quote unquote, the situation. So one night, a nurse comes in and checks Ina's vitals and all that other stuff. And immediately I knew this lady is about to unalive her right in front of his face. So she kind of like sweet talking him, getting him talking about Ina and how much he loved her and things like that. And hold on, y'all. Let me tell y'all, Tyler Perry with the Tyler Perryan. She takes a syringe, sticks it into the, I guess, IV thing. I don't know what it's called. Puts the syringe needle face upward in her breast pocket. I said, Norman, this is not a nurse. She is not a nurse. But I do want to say something about this nurse. I feel like this was bold AF to come in here with no mask on and unalive this man's wife right in front of him. So she leaves. And, they were talking about a bed, too. She was like, I can get you a bed. Let me know if you change your mind. Woo-de-woo. So he goes out to the nurse's desk and asks, hey, where's the nurse that was just in here? I actually want to take her up on that offer and get the bed. And, of course, the staff is looking like, who are you talking about? Ain't nobody made no rounds to your room. And that is when Norman immediately knows Horace must have gotten to his wife. He makes a phone call and he tells Horace, I'm going to unalive both of your sons. And Horace hit him with zinger number 3 of the episode. Don't call me announcing what you gonna do. Just do it. I said, period. Okay? Now, I am not Team Horace nor Norman. I just thought that was a good line, and I'm definitely going to be using that in the future. That is the end of episode 5, entitled Something About Some Loose Threads, y'all. If you're enjoying my commentary, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. And, of course, drop your commentary in the comment section down below. And consider subscribing. Stay tuned. Hit the notification bell because we're going to be here through the entire series. Now, let's go ahead and get into episode 6, entitled Bang Bang. Starting off with Kimmy because they still in this damn hotel room talking about the same they been talking about episode 5. Yeah, can't y'all tell I'm upset? So this time, Angel baby mama sets his car on fire. And I just got to say, ladies, when you upset with a dude, don't bust up your, you signed for that bitch. That's your car. Like, are you dumb? Anyways, just so annoying. Just Aggie AF, okay? Kimmy is now having second thoughts. But then I'm trying to make this long story short, y'all. She talks to her sister, her little sister, found out that her little sister is not getting the money that she's been sending her. And of course, her little sister want to come live with her so she can get away from the stepdaddy, okay? It didn't seem like he was touching on her, but she just ready to get up and go. She about that age anyways, okay? So this whole scene took not this scene. After Kimmy comes out of the bathroom from being on the phone, she talks to Angel about how, I'm sick of this, I can't do this, da, 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 da. You already had this conversation yesterday. No, earlier that day. Then you had it yesterday too. Why do we have to spend 5.5 minutes, yes, I counted, on this scene talking about how they sick and tired of being sick and tired? Just for them to say, okay, let's end up robbing Horace. And that's it for the episode for them. Let's graze over the Bellerie family. So remember last time when I said Varney is either gay or really smart for not taking up Mallory's sexual offer? Yeah, well, it's the gay one. And he's dating Charles, okay? Charles also had a zinger this episode when he pulled down his pants and said, I know you're going to miss this butt, and walks away with his pants still down. A lot of people say that Tyler Perry is living vicariously through these characters, and I think he's living vicariously through Charles. Let's just say that. All right. So, of course, y'all know Beauty in Black is facing a lawsuit with their hair care, giving people cancer. So they have some protesters outside of the building, and Roy doesn't want to go around the back. Oh no, Roy thinks he runs everything. He wants to go through the protesters, and he asks them, little girl, wheelchair, hair wrapped up, cancer, okay, ask her, who is paying y'all to be out here? So, of course, it's on social media, and that's a bad look for him. Not only that, he runs into Lena, the lawyer, as he's going into the building, and we find out that they have some sort of history. I guess they dated in college. I was hoping she would hint to maybe he made like a SA against her in college, but maybe on another later episode we can get the real juicy background details, okay? But she kind of bigs him up. I know you smart. I know you can do this. I know you do that. Whoop-de-whoop. And then she also invites him to dinner off the record. Okay. I think it's a setup, but of course, Roy and his ego won't really think that way. Now, Jules hits up Mallerie and lets her know that the deed has been done, but he wants her to talk to Norman to talk him off of a ledge of, seeking revenge. All right. So Mallerie goes and sees Norman, and Norman lets her know that he is moving Ina out of this hospital, taking her to another hospital because Horace had to have gotten to her, because one day she's fine and making progress, and the next day she's brain dead. Okay? So even though the doctors advised Norman it's a 2% chance that she will live from after moving her, the machines are keeping her alive, he still what? Wants to move her. And guess what, y'all? Ina is officially pronounced unalived. And of course, Horace goes on the beginning of his rampage. Do you know my brother? Pow! Do you know my brother? Pow! Do you know my brother? Pow! At first I was like, why is he asking, do they know his brother? Like, I was lost at first. I ain't gonna hold y'all. I was getting my hair done. Maybe I looked at my phone because, like I said, episodes 5 and 6 were very slow to me. But of course, he thinks that, do you know my brother? Thinking that Horace is the one who planned Ina's demise. And of course he was, of course. So at the end of this episode, we have Norman at the beginning of his rampage going crazy, y'all. I mean, just in broad daylight, shoot everybody up in the ambulance. What? Where they do that at? In Tyler Perry Studios. Thank y'all so much for tuning into my YouTube channel. Once again, be sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe, and stay tuned for more content just like this. I don't think I skipped over anything in this episode that was important anyways, because like I said, especially episode 6, filler, drawn out scenes. It just took too long. And I don't know if it's the acting is cringy, or is it because the scenes are so long that the acting becomes cringy. But yeah, Tyler Perry definitely started Tyler Perrying in these past 2 episodes. But episodes 7 and 8 do get better. So make sure y'all stay tuned for that. I will be dropping that recap review very, very soon. So once again, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I will see y'all next time. Bye.